Yes, I have, and I will tell you that is part of why I know that there is a soul. The person I was with was one of my clients who became my friend. Her name was Bella. She was a Holocaust survivor, and I met her when she was 84 years old. She wanted to do a prearranged funeral plan, and I went to her house. And when I got there, she was outside shoveling her snow.
Wow.
And that says a lot about Bella. And she had had a very, very tough life, obviously. When I first met her, she told me she had no kids. It took a long time before I learned she did have kids, but she was very estranged from them. And she was such a traumatized person that people could easily let her down. And
Hmm.
if they did let her down, she would cut them out of her life.
Okay.
And so that was always really scary for me. I didn't want her to lose another person. And so I was always very aware of that. And I never wanted to let her down. And I helped her to get hospice care. And the social worker was someone I knew very well. And I had gone over and I had said goodbye. I felt pretty good about it. And then my husband and I went out of town. And when we got back in town, she was still alive. And I just said to him, I got to go back. I'm not, I didn't say enough of a goodbye.
Hmm.
And I went there and she really was at the end of her life. And I sat with her as she was taking her last breaths. And it was such a fascinating thing because she would stop breathing for long periods of time. And then there'd be some noise in the other part of the house, and she'd just come back into her body. And I was thinking that she had to work so hard in her life to live.
Right.
And so letting go of that was very, very hard for her. She didn't know how to not live. So, what I was doing while I was sitting with her was saying all the names of the people in her life who had died. And as you can imagine, because of the Holocaust, that was many. And so she had a list of people that she prayed for every single day. And that list was supposed to go in her casket. And I knew that.
Hmm.
And so I went and got that list and I was saying to her, Jerry's waiting for you. And I don't remember the other names of the people now, but I was giving her that whole list. And so again, she would stop breathing for very long periods of time and then come back. And I would just think, oh no, please, Bella, honey, go. And I'm sure I said that out loud too. Um, Eventually she did. And it was fascinating because I could see her in there and then she was not in there. Literally, the light had gone out of her. And to me, that light is her soul. So it was really a beautiful thing to be with her. I'm so glad I needed to go back to be with her. And it taught me a lot.
Wow. That was a great answer.
Thank you.